Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to Wizdom Dropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. Meow. My name is Tanya, and today we are discussing Jupiter's ingress into Pisces. It is officially going on today, y'all. Jupiter is in Pisces, holla, for the next 3 months. So this is a summer vibe, kind of like on your radar little report that we're doing today. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see the other celestial placements, and it's going to be a fun time. First things first, though, new people here, welcome. Subscribe if you vibe, because we are building tribe here up on the YouTube. Also, thank you to everybody who likes my content. It means a lot, and it also actually really helps the channel grow. It's just a cool way to make this an exchange and not a parasitic thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So thank you so much. I appreciate everybody who does support this channel and helps it grow. I really appreciate the mutual exchange on that. Groovy. Also, if you're looking to actually learn astrology and be the person here talking about astrology, understanding, interpreting the heavens in your birth chart and beyond any given moment in time, astrology school is literally about to start in only a couple weeks, everybody. If you are into that, if you know the vibe is right and that you're ready to commit to growing your astrological wisdom once and for all, getting that foundation you need to truly flourish in your astrological comprehension, if that's you, then schedule your consultation call with me today. We will get you enrolled and set up to start with us. It's going to be amazing, live, interactive, once every single week for 26 weeks. That is every Sunday for 6 months. We're there, we're hype, we're lit, and you are learning astrology in an organized, methodical, supportive environment. I'm very passionate about my astrology school. Can you tell? I'm glad. All right, cool. So we're going to move on to sharing our screen and talking about Jupiter's ingress into Pisces. As I said, this is a 3-month transit, and this is going to have a very significant impact on us for the next 3 months. Jupiter rules, just a little nugget before we get into the bigger nugget. Jupiter rules spiritual health. It rules faith. It rules wisdom that is from a place of belief. Saturn is a different type of wisdom we're not going to talk about today. But Jupiter is a belief-based wisdom. It is a faith-based wisdom, a higher knowing of a divine self, if you will. That is probably the best way that I could frame Jupiter. And also Jupiter is experienced, therefore, through angelic beings, through spirit guides, through beings who are of highest vibration of faith and love in many ways, because Jupiter is, in a lot of ways, it has a lot to do with unconditional love, right? It's a place of spiritual unity that Jupiter symbolizes. That's why it's so amplifying in nature. If you think about astrologically speaking, how Jupiter amplifies everything it touches, whether that's a planet in your birth chart, a planet in somebody else's birth chart based on synastry interactions, etc., etc. Jupiter is a turn up the volume dial influence, okay? When you take my astrology school, we talk all about it. There's a lot of games and fun activities that go into that. But, thinking about it in terms of Jupiter rules Pisces, everybody, I get so many comments all the time from people when I talk about ancient rulers. They're just like, oh, I had no clue that Pisces was ruled by Jupiter. Oh, I had no clue that Aquarius was ruled by Saturn. And I'm like, yeah, this is the OG way. And so if you look forward, into modern astrology, it's excellent to remember our roots, regardless of where we advance. Because if we forget our roots as astrologers, we eliminate a lot, and I do mean a lot, of the meaning, okay, behind the signs of the zodiac. And let me just give you this gift if you're watching this video. Every planet rules, okay? Not every planet, but a lot of them. They rule 2 signs each. So Mars rules Scorpio and Aries, okay? Venus rules 2 signs, okay? Jupiter rules, okay, 2 signs. Mercury rules 2 signs. You understand? So the whole zodiac, if you're just saying, oh no, Neptune rules Pisces, you are literally not getting it. You're literally not understanding why Jupiter is so important as the ruler of both Sagittarius, the fire ruled Jupiter sign, and Pisces, the water ruled Jupiter sign. Jupiter as a planet, honey bun, before we jump into its ingress into Pisces, this is part of the breakup, the breakdown, the breakthrough, you know? Jupiter has a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like anything, that can go either way. All the Geminis in the house know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, Jupiter in the water sign of Pisces is all about the peace and the yummy and the angels and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And then Jupiter up in the fire, that is Sagittarius, is all about the like, I got the fire. It's like the root song, the fire. Like there's something in your heart and it's in your eyes, it's the fire. That's Jupiter in Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is a fire sign. You get it? So therefore it becomes, yes, just as spiritual, it's still Jupiter, okay? But in a fire sign, it's more like, oh my God, there's a fiery energy here. Versus in Pisces, it's like, oh my goddess, I'm at the temple, I'm in the sanctuary. Different vibes, you understand? Both can be very holy, okay? But Jupiter and Pisces, as it is of today, everybody, fresh news, kids, fresh news for the next 3 months. This energy is a solid ass energy. This energy is amazing. And now I'm going to share my screen with you. This energy is so solid because Jupiter, you know, it's starting, so it's very fresh. It's 0 degrees, 0 minutes. Like, oh, brand new moment. Push that reset, replay. Okay. Now, with that said, though, it's going to be giving us an amplification of all Piscean things, this compassion, this nurturing, and in lower vibration, yes, wallowing and emotional outbursts and keeping things to yourself and then letting it go to hell in a handbasket later, lying, hiding. A lot of Piscean things has to do with hiding. And you know, there's that possibility. But this is a time where your faith is going to have a very strong impact on your world around you, and probably vice versa. And it's a good thing to consider, how are you influencing and engaging with your faith? How are you influencing and engaging with your belief? Jupiter rules faith and belief. Jupiter, as we just talked about, Jupiter rules your belief systems as well. So it's, how do you construct your understanding about how the world at large works, you know, at large. Okay, Jupiter word, ding. That, my friends, is going to be answered for you based on your house and your chart by a whole sign astrology associated with Pisces. Don't you worry about a thing, sugar pie baby honey bun, because I already did a video on that. You can check it out somehow on my channel. Go to recent uploads. It was in the last week or so. Pisces through all 12, Jupiter and Pisces through all 12 signs, something like that. All 12 signs horoscope, Jupiter and Pisces. But you know, the whole idea here, everybody, is that we are getting an opportunity that is gifted. It is how Jupiter is supposed to work. Jupiter supposed to, right? It's in its own sign. It's in its own waters. This is a fantastic place for Jupiter. The only place better than this, according to astrology OG, is Cancer. And we don't need to worry about that because Jupiter takes a year to go through a sign. Now, I say it's only happening for 3 months because Jupiter is going to retrograde. It's going to go backwards, apparently so. It doesn't really go backwards, but it looks like us. It looks like that to us on Earth. It's really interesting and crazy to think about the quantum mechanics of it all. But it looks like it'll go backwards. So it's going to go backwards from our vantage point into Aquarius again in 3 months time. But then by the end of the year, it'll be like skeet, redeciding where I'm going, and it's going to be forward motion direct into Pisces through 2022, through, if not the entirety of 2022, the majority. I have to check the exact dates on that. But you know, with that said, this is an opportune time to see the foreshadowing of what is ahead. This is an opportune time to get with the vibe of Pisces Jupiter, to respect it, to nourish it, to love it. How does that look? What does that mean? You're sitting there like, Tonya, what does that mean? I'm going to tell you, this is what it means. If you need to do the meditate thing, you should be doing the meditate thing. Everybody should be doing the meditate thing, the yoga thing, okay, the retreat thing, even hell, heaven, okay, blessed angelic heaven, okay, the travel thing. If you're able to do the travel thing, Jupiter is all this. And it's really, at the end of the day, y'all, in Pisces, it's about reconnecting with the spiritual faith of it all, the soul. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what Jupiter is, it's soul. So if you think about that from that perspective, and the fact that Pisces is compassion and benevolence, and that Jupiter is, yeah, the traveler, you're traveling the depths of your soul. You understand? Put those two things together. So really, it's a great time to just dive deep philosophically into your own emotional waters, your own traveling waters, your own intuitive waters. Hello. Pisces is super intuitive. If you're not listening to your vibes for the next 3 months, what is you doing? I don't know, but it ain't what's in flow. Okay. All right. If you want to learn astrology once for all, do not forget that astrology school is literally starting in a couple weeks. I'm excited to offer you space if you're of our vibe. You can click that link to get yourself enrolled with a little schedule call with me in the description box down below today. It's down there, so you know where to click. Thank you to everybody who hits the like button, subscribes, hits the bell for future upload notifications, because every day we posting. And with that said, until next time, may this be an awesome transit for you, and may the stars be with you. Peace.